As time is passing, we are witnessing the creation of another world alongside the human world, and that world is the world of technology.
Yes, this world of technology is growing so rapidly that you may not even realize it, and perhaps you're not even ready yet to face it. In this technological world, there are many things to discuss that are very important for us humans. But in this same world of technology, there is one big name that stands out, and that name is smartphones. In today's video, I will give you detailed information about which is better between Android or Apple smartphones, which one we should choose, which has more features, and which offers better security. But before we start the video, if you find the video informative, don't forget to give it a like. So without further ado, let's kick off. Technology has influenced humans so much that living without it has become almost impossible. From a teacher to a student, everyone is using modern technology and learning something from it. Although this technology was created by humans, but today we are learning something from it. Although the world of technology is vast, there is one big name in this world, and that name is smartphones. Even within the world of smartphones, two major names stand out, and they are Android and iPhone. Where Apple owns iPhones in the world of smartphones, at the same time Android is used by many brands. Among these brands, there are some big names like Samsung, Google, Honor, OnePlus, Vivo, and Huawei. And besides these, many other smaller and larger brands also use Android. Today in this video, we will compare the Android and iPhone operating systems one-to-one. Let's take a look at their latest versions. Android comes with Android 14 as the latest version so far, while Apple's iOS 17 is the latest version till now. Your choice of devices is similar to the options between macOS and Windows computers. With Apple's ecosystem, you have a choice of just one hardware vendor, albeit a top-tier one. With Android, you can choose from dozens of hardware makers with a large range of price, quality, and performance levels. Android is open source compared with iOS's closed system, so any phone maker can use it. The result is a profusion of Android phones. One thing more in which iPhone was considered as best in past 5 to 6 years than Android. But know some of the Android phones not just competing with Apple, but they are even better than iPhone. I am talking about the camera. Yes, you people heard that right. Honor, Vivo, Samsung, Google, and OnePlus, these phones have literally dominated the camera quality to iPhone, but if we look at these phones, their main focus is on picture quality and zoom. We haven't seen video stability and its processing emphasized in the same way. When it comes to picture quality, many Android phones are now upgrading themselves in this area and making some next level improvements. Still, iPhone has the best video processing till now, but don't know about future. Alright, so now let's move on to the most important thing, which is the interface. Both these operating systems function differently, and that's why their interfaces are quite different from each other. If I share my personal experience, I think that the interface of Android is easier to handle and understand compared to the iPhone. On the iPhone, somewhere or the other, the interface and the widgets make it, if not overly complicated, at least a bit more complex compared to Android. A few years ago from today, iPhone's processing and optimization were better than Android. But know it not same, just as Android phones have upgraded themselves in many departments, we've also seen significant upgrades in their processing and optimization. One reason for this is that if we look at the N22 scores, last year Samsung's N22 scores were, in some areas, coming out significantly better than the iPhone. I'm only mentioning Samsung here because its N22 score comparison with the iPhone was quite recent. Although there are other Android phones whose N22 scores were significantly better than the iPhone in some aspects, I don't want to mention them here because it would take us too deep into the topic, making the video longer. If we talk about the battery, I'd give credit to Android because Android phones have good battery life and also good charging speed. On the other hand, if we look at the iPhone, excluding the iPhone 16, we didn't see fast charging. Even though iPhone 16 comes with Type-C and fast charging, it's not that fast. A 45W charger is quite common, but compared to previous iPhones, it is faster. When we talk about pricing, many people believe that iPhones are quite expensive, but last year's case was different where iPhones were selling around about $1,400. Android were selling between $1,600 to somewhere $1,750. That was quite expensive. A lot more to discuss, but these features are important and I included them only. So let's conclude everything. Look, if you want to get maximum experience and unlimited access to third-party sites, then I will suggest you Android, but I use security and privacy matters you, then obviously I am suggesting you Apple's iPhone.